On the exterior, the place looked bright enough. The lake had plenty of water, and there was even a waterfall nearby. But only when the children went near, they saw the changes. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am reading the story of Lord Krishna, and I was started reading story of Kalia Nag. Today I am started reading part 2. So let's continue. The water had a bluish color, but the grass around the lake was not green anymore. It had turned black. There was a huge tree overlooking the lake, but it was on the verge of dying. It had no leaves and its branches were all blackened. It seemed as if the whole place was damned, cursed by some monstrous evil. There was an eerie silence all about the place. I do not like this place, whined one of his friends. I do not like the place, he repeated. We should not be here at all. My father will be angry if he comes to know about it. Krishna looked thoughtfully at the lake for some moments. Then he turned to his friend. Well, then now that we are here, let's at least play ball, he said and grabbed the ball. He threw it at Kusela, who was unable to catch it properly and let it slip into the lake. The ball disappeared into the waters with a soft plop. Let me get it, said Krishna, and before his friends could stop him, he jumped inside the strange waters. Krishna went under the bluish waters of Yamuna. On the shore, his friends yelled in terror, but the boy raised his head and shouted back, Don't worry, I'll soon be back with the ball. The water felt too cold and Krishna's skin tingled uncomfortably, but he ignored the feeling. Krishna swam lower and found the plants all burnt and bent as if they were drenched in acid. It saddened him to see the underwater plants dead and black. He looked around to find out the one responsible for it. As his feet touched the bottom, he could see skeletons of small sea animals and fishes lying on the riverbed. An uncanny silence reigned over the whole place. It seemed to be the kingdom of death. Suddenly, a strange sound caught Krishna's ears. It seemed like a hissing sound. Whoever did this is still here, thought Krishna. As if agreeing with him, a huge snake sliding out of his sea hole. It was Kalia. It was truly terrible to see his large body slithering in the water, bearing his many hoods. He hissed again and faced the little boy. The Snake King was surprised but also pleased to see Krishna. What do we have here? He asked mockingly. Food, shouted his body in chorus, who was standing behind him. Yes, Kalia hissed in wicked tones. We do not get to taste humans often, and you look like a pretty morsel. Without finishing his words, Kalia laughed at Krishna. The boy, who had been expecting such a move, deftly jumped back and hid behind a rock, but Kalia moved at a lightning speed and caught him. He coiled round Krishna and started to crush his body. Krishna, who was rather enjoying the fight, twisted his body and slipped out. Kalia was stunned. It was impossible. How could this mere boy slip out of his grasp so easily? Nobody, no matter how big or small, had ever escaped from his deadly hold. For the first time in his life, did Kalia ever experience such a phenomenon? So, this is it for today. I'll continue this story in my next video. Till then, keep listening beautiful stories and keep smiling.